and hello. How are y'all? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Mayday Mayhem stream and podcast. And today we are talking about the update of Tim Norman. Now, if you don't know who that is, we're going to go through it. We're going to start from the beginning. How did we get here with Tim Norman? Because it's really, really, really trippy. So let's kick off how we started. And who is Tim Norman? Now, if you watched the show that was on OWN Network, you will see Welcome to Sweetie Pies. And there you see Tim Norman with his mother and the other family members. But what is interesting is he is now allegedly going up in jail right now for a murder for hire plot against his own nephew. Yeah. His own nephew. And there are other co-conspirators with this that has now had a bombshell to it, because now we have him right here. Travail Hill. Yeah, him. He has pleaded guilty to being the alleged shooter of killing Andre Montgomery, which is here. Now, the way this all happened, Andre Montgomery was literally only 21 years old when he was killed. And the way he was killed was so elaborate and set up that it's amazing, like how elaborate and set up it was. We have strippers. This like is serious. Like, this is a serious situation and how elaborate it was set up. Now, we have Andre. He was an aspiring rapper, and he also, of course, worked on the show Welcome to Sweetie Pies. It was a family-owned business. You know, his grandmother, Miss Montgomery, she used to be a backup singer for the Ikettes, for the, Ike and Tina Turner, the Ikettes. So, she has a musical background, and when she stopped doing that, she started going into cooking. That's where she came into Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Bam. That's where we got the restaurant. Now, during this time, Tim also, when he was 17 years old, went to prison for 10 years for allegedly robbing 2 McDonald's and 1 auto parts store at gunpoint. Now, he served his time. He got out. Okay. Of course, his mother welcomed him to the business. He began cooking there and, co-owning and all this good stuff, building a family bond, family business growth after coming out of prison. Now, also while he was in prison, he did take up theater. That's important to know. That's really, really important to know that he took up theater while he was in prison. Okay. So he goes on. Now, if you followed the show like I did, it was some conflict between his mother and him, Miss Robbie. Now, allegedly, during his time on the OWN Network, he tried to open up a business in Atlanta, I believe, and allegedly one in California, and it failed. And, their business is in St. Louis. This is where it thrives and comes from. So he was allegedly taking money and spending checks. And this was all documented throughout the television show, Welcome to Sweetie Pies. Like, you can literally go back and watch it. So Goes on, and Miss Robbie even ends up suing him, for $1 million. But it wasn't a real like lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? It was more like a teaching new type of lesson, because even during that time, he allegedly took the name Welcome to Sweetie Pies and opened up other businesses and was using it for different endeavors. So it was more of a lesson. She was not expecting anything from it. And she even says this on the show. Now, this is where things start twisting and turning. Miss Robbie went away. Allegedly. She went away. And to a vacation or something of that sort. And her sister. Now, when you're going on vacation, only a couple of people might have access to your home, especially if you're gone for a long period of time, to water your flowers, to look over your pets, things of that nature, or just to make sure your shit ain't got broke into, just to check on it. So she left. When she came back, her house was ransacked. Again, this was all documented on TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pie. You can literally go back and watch all the episodes. So her house was ransacked. Her furs was going through. Her house was torn apart. They went in places where only family members would know to find money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might have older relatives that might put spare money in their coat pockets and put the coats in the back of the closets and forget about it. Allegedly, Miss Robbie said she had this habit that she developed while she was entertaining. So she would take money and, of course, little tips and stuff and put it in boots and coats. And this had been money that probably had been sitting there for years on end. So it was little things that was missing that only someone in the house would know. Even the house, how it was broken into, would only be someone that knew the code to get in. Now, allegedly at this time, only two people knew the code, which was Tim and Andre. Now, allegedly, Tim blamed Andre and Andre blamed Tim. This is what opened up, allegedly, we have to say, opened up Pandora's box to this whole situation with the murder for hire plot. Now, allegedly, Tim is angry that Andre is going to tell on him. Okay, he's going to tell because Andre disappears. Even in the show, Andre disappears and he comes back. But he was saying he left because he was being accused of breaking into his grandmother's house, something that he would never do. He even states on the show, why would I do that when my grandmother does so much for me? All I have to do is ask, like, why would I steal from her? So allegedly, Andre came back into town and he was in the studio. And it's got word, of course, that he's back in town. He was supposed to talk to the police, allegedly. Now, it's assumed that he talked to the police prior and gave a statement prior. Tim allegedly knew that it was a statement going to be made, but he didn't know the statement was already made. Now, this is all alleged. We have to say alleged until the trial comes in September. But Tim's pissed. He's mad, allegedly, that Andre's going to tell. Now, during this time, Tim has been getting life insurance on Andre through this guy right here, Wahio. Now, he used to be a producer for Nelly back in the day. Now, he was arrested for getting the fake life insurance policies for over $450,000 plus aggravated identity theft. So that's how he's involved. Tim hired, allegedly, this is how the story goes now. Tim hired him for the insurance policies. As he's hiring him for the insurance policies, he's trying to collect a way to cash in on this. It's even word, allegedly, that it's recordings that he was even said that he wasn't going to last that long. So this case is really mounting up against Tim Norman. And even more wickeder, because as it goes on, it's going to, like I said, it's getting more explosive as it goes on. So insurance policies have been made, all this and the third. Now, Andre is in the recording studio, which, it's like any other recording studio. It might be a second floor apartment building or a basement apartment, trying to, kids, like I say, he's 21. He's a kid to me. Kids amongst other kids trying to grow and thrive and do something better. He comes back into town. He's lured out by a phone call. Now, when the story first hit, his friend said he received a phone call from a girl. They never knew who the girl was, but they said he received a phone call from the girl, and he went downstairs. So that's assuming that the studio where they was is upstairs, but allegedly he went downstairs and outside. He was allegedly talking to Terica Ellis, who is a stripper. And how does she come in the picture? She was not only a stripper, but she also was seeing whom? Tim Norman at the time. Yeah, I told y'all this is crazy as hell. It's crazy. She was seeing Tim Norman. He frequented the strip clubs all during this time. Now, if you don't know, at this time, allegedly during this time, he was also going with Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives. Tim Norman was in a long-time relationship with Miss Williams. He was with her for a while, and this is all allegedly happened during the time that he's with Jennifer. And if you know anything about Basketball Wives history, Jennifer had to end up getting a restraining order on him because she literally was scared for her life. And now we can see why she was afraid for her life. Okay. Again, during this time, Terica Ellis is allegedly the one that lures Andre downstairs. As she lures Andre downstairs, that's when the alleged shooter comes up, which is Travell Hill. Now, Travell Hill comes up and he allegedly shoots Andre and speeds off. Now, all this time, everyone is in this vicinity. Terica Hill is in the vicinity to lead him downstairs. He pulls up allegedly and shoots him, and everyone drives off. Now, you might be wondering, well, how does that tie in with Tim Norman? Again, like I always say, technology is good and technology will get your ass. They thought because they had burner phones that it couldn't be traced. It took them years to trace and run down everything to tie Tim Norman, Terica Ellis, Travell Hill, and Wahim together. Because again, money was moving. Now, allegedly, 2 days or so after Andre was killed, Travell Hill right here received $5,000 from Tim Norman. Okay. Also, Terica Ellis received around maybe about $9,000 to $10,000 from Tim Norman around the time of Andre's death. Now, again, he has not collected on the insurance policy. He has not collected on it. In actuality, no money was ever collected on it. Even during this time, he made a video. This is how crazy this shit is. He made a music video with the Amigos, called Time. There are clips of it. I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything like that. So I just had to take clips. All you have to do is type in Tim Norman Time and it will pop right up for you. But yes, he has a music video with the Amigos. And it's even alleged that the shooter, well, it's not alleged, because here is Travell Hill, which is alleged shooter, which he did plead guilty. He pled guilty to shooting Andre Montgomery 6 days ago. He pled guilty. So no one is going to face the death penalty, but he is alleged to maybe face life. But he may get off since he pled guilty. He might get a little less time. Not sure. But allegedly, no one will be charged with the death penalty in any of these cases. But Travell Hill has pled guilty to killing Andre Montgomery. He has pled guilty. And it's so wild that even in the video, and I'm like, why you got to have a Chicago Bulls jacket on? You're not even from Chicago. Like, ugh, you're making us look bad. Stop it. But anyway, this is a scene from, of course, his video. And guess who's else in this video? Wouldn't you know it? Ain't that Travell Hill? That's him in the video. That's him. Yeah. Yep, that's him. That's definitely him. So the alleged even killer was in the video. Now, video happened after Andre's death. Okay, alleged after his death. Also alleged, there are some females in this video. Okay, you can see, shadows of some females. You see glimpses. But it's one female that sticks out, and this is supposed to be Terica Ellis. Now, I don't know that for sure. I don't think it is. It's alleged that it's her. I don't think so. But I don't know. Makeup and hair and lighting do a lot. I don't know. It could be. And then with a mask. I don't know. Could it possibly be? I don't know. But it's alleged that even Terica Ellis was in the video. And it's actually a music video. And it's insanity. It really is. So, music video made with the Amigos. And after that, again, it took time for them to build a case. But once the case was built, they were able to arrest them and able to even track the burner phones to each other and even trace back to who? Who did it trace back to? Tim Norman. And this is not a Photoshop picture, people. It is not. This is actually his mugshot that he took when he was arrested for the alleged murder for hire plot to kill his own nephew, which now Travell Hill has pled guilty to. So what does that mean? That means he is fin to sing like a canary. It was also alleged that Terica Ellis was singing and talking because after the killing of Andre Montgomery, she later did have a child that alleged had special needs. So she was concerned for her special needs child. And she was trying to figure out how could she get out early. And it don't look like she's going to get out early. No one's going nowhere no time soon. So with uh Hill pleading guilty. And I'm pretty sure that they're going to show the video in their evidence. I'm pretty sure. Because even if you listen to the video, again, I don't want to get any copy strikes. You can go listen to it. All you got to do is type in Tim Norman, and the name of the song is called Time. And you will see Travell Hill in there. You will see him. You will literally see him in there. And again, this was all after the death of Andre Montgomery. And which is even sadder with his death, because he left behind a 5-year-old child. And if you don't know, tragically, when Andre was a child, he was only 7 months old. His father was killed to gang violence. So he was not able to grow up with his father, and now his son is not able to grow up with his father. That's the sadness of it all. And this is something that could have been prevented, because this actually was not wrong place, wrong time, or gang violence, or stray bullets. No, this was literally a setup by his own uncle. It was literally a setup by his own uncle. This wasn't a random person. This wasn't a stranger or no. This was by his own uncle. His own uncle. His own blood. And what was it for? Greed, money, lies, deception. Because let's think about it. Of course, Miss Robbie would have forgave Tim if he would have allegedly came clean about the break-in of her house. Because let's not forget, the break-in is what caused all of this. When Miss Robbie's house was broken into, Andre started blaming Tim. Tim started blaming Andre. And Andre up and left. And Tim stayed. So it made Tim look like he was, I'm telling the truth. It wasn't me. Because, again, if you go and look at the episodes of Welcome to Sweetie Pie, you will see her house was ramshacked. It was torn completely apart. And again, how would anyone get in? The house wasn't broken into. A code was used to get in. So how would someone get in the house without, the code, or without sounding an alarm? And again, who's going to move freely in and out of Miss Robbie's house and neighborhood unnoticed? It, of course, would be a family member or someone that someone in the neighborhood sees frequents in and out of the house. So again, all of this was around lies, greed, and money. And for what? Now, my heart goes out to Miss Robbie, because she's lost her son, and it was unnecessary. It's unnecessary. And her grandson, unnecessary. And what was it for? Jealousy? Greed? Who knows? But we do know one thing. He did take out a life insurance policy of more than $450,000. So we could definitely say it was money. And he was really banking on that check cashing. But it never did, because it was so much speculation surrounding the death of Andre. So again, it's insane, because Travell Hill has pled guilty. He's pled guilty. He said, I'm pleading out. I'm pleading guilty. Now, the sentencing will start in September. Also, the trial of Tim Norman will start in September. So it's going to be interesting to see, since the alleged shooter, has said, yeah, I did it. Will they use that against Tim Norman in his trial? Will they use it against him? Will it be something that's like more damning evidence, or does he have something to combat that, or what? I don't think he do, because you have no reason. And then even the alleged shooter again is in your music video. There you go. There he is. That's the music video. And what's telling is it seems like he has that same white t-shirt on. I don't understand. And this is years apart. Years. This dated is 2018. I just don't get it. But there he is in the video. That's him. That's him. And he is the alleged shooter. So again, we're gonna have to see what is going to happen. What else is going to come out in trial? What else is going to come out, and see how much time he's going to get, because he will be sentenced. So after his sentencing, again, will they use his testimony from his sentencing for Tim Norman's trial, or are they going to try to use that as hearsay? Like, what they going to do? Like, what's going to happen? Like, I can't wait to see. Like, so we're going to stay tuned and keep watching and see. So I want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share. Again, thank you for listening. If no one told you they love you, I do. I truly, truly do. Make sure you do better today than you did yesterday, and strive for a better tomorrow today. And I'll see you next time for another Mayday Mayhem podcast and stream. Everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see y'all next time.